Okay, so hopefully, I know I said this last time, but hopefully we fixed the texture issue. Let's talk to the Jarl here, Ulfric Stormcloak. See if he takes the axe or
Make
not.
it quick. I'm a busy man. Is that so? I've been wondering when he'd come around. Oh, what's this? You're quite brave to carry such a message. It's a pity you've chosen the wrong side. You can return this axe to the man who sent it, and tell him he should prepare to entertain visitors. I expect a great deal of excitement in the city of Whiterun in the near future.
Huh.
I have shown the people that when our Jarls drink the Empire's milk, it makes us weak. I must now show them the path that will lead us back to our strength. There is no progress without sacrifice. No wheat without threshing the chaff. The Empire and the Jarls who back them must be swept away. The people demand it. I demand it. Oh, true, I may meet my end in a dark alley with a dagger in my back. But the people have seen the truth, and they will not back down. Sooner than you think.
So yeah, as expected, he doesn't take the axe. Let's see, what's my status right now? Everything seems to be pretty good. We're kind of hurting for cash right now, but let's see. Oops. Where's this mission at? Oh, okay, it's actually not that far. I think this is where we started at, actually, at the very beginning of the game. So, we'll take a quick detour here to the Stone Peak. Actually, do I have a side quest to kill the dragon, too? Kill the dragon located at Sheer Point. Where's that at? Okay, never mind, that's back that way. So we don't need to do that. So who knows? I will most likely do this quick side quest here. Kill the leader, and then make my way probably towards... The shortest way would be to Riften. But I can also cut through here and make it towards Whiterun, which is what I'm probably gonna do. I'll probably just cut through the path and head on to Whiterun from there instead of going all the way to Riften. Okay, so yeah, I don't know why textures keep disappearing for me. I've reinstalled, uninstalled mods and stuff like that. I've tried everything that I know that I could do to try and get the textures to stop disappearing. I'm not exactly sure what it could be. Honestly, the next time, if I do another playthrough like this, how warm are we actually before we actually leave here? So I know it's going to be a hell of a way to get to where we need to go. Yeah, but if I do another playthrough like this, I'm going to definitely look into all the mods that I've installed and just kind of pick and choose them more carefully, because some of these I don't really need now that I think about it, but because I'm so far into the playthrough and so far into Skyrim, I can't really uninstall them at this point. Well, I mean, I can, but it may break something else, so at this point I'm kind of stuck with some of the mods that I have that I don't really need. Definitely going to look into what mods are essential for if potential future playthroughs and stuff like that. I feel chilly. Well, of course I do. It's freaking cold out here. Yeah, Lydia still won't call a horse. I don't know why she won't call a horse. I really don't know. I'll have to look into that more. I've tried to reinstall the mod and stuff like that, but she will not ride a horse to save her life. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I'll definitely look into reinstalling mods and look and see what mods are essential for future playthroughs and stuff like that. I will say I do like the Frostfire mod, or Frostfall, not Frostfire. I do like the Frostfall and the realistic needs and diseases. It's actually pretty fun to kind of dig around with these mods and do a playthrough of them. It does make the game a little bit longer, and I wouldn't say necessarily harder until you start dealing with weather effects like the cold. I think that's where it becomes a little bit harder, because you kind of have to keep yourself regulated in heat, which the best way is to set up camp and stuff like that. So you kind of have to really regulate what you can and cannot do. I mean, it gets better once you get out of snowy areas like I am now, so you don't have to really deal with it. I think for this playthrough, I really didn't need the Immersive Creatures mod. I typically use it because... Did I kill it? Yeah, I killed it. I like it because it adds just a bit more variety to the game, but at the same time, that's just more NPCs that the game has to spawn in and calculate from the CPU, so that's probably something I won't use into the future unless it's that mod, or unless a playthrough that I have is specifically going to be for that mod or something like that. I probably won't use it again. What the hell is going on here? Oh, okay, just more merchants, I think.
A peaceful greeting to you.
Alright, yeah, they must have... I guess they pissed off one of the... Oh no, it was just a regular wolf. Alright, good. I thought they pissed off a giant, because I don't think there's any way to calm down a giant once it's pissed off. They can take care of that. Let's see. We're actually getting pretty close. What the hell is that? That might be also why my game's messed up. There's weird glitches happening. Like that. And I don't know exactly why they're happening. That's a dragon. I don't think it's coming over here. So we should be okay. I mean, if it does, I think we're strong enough to handle it. We handled the last dragon pretty well. More storm cloaks. You know what? I can actually use your armor and stuff. This isn't personal. It isn't personal, it's just business. We'll take your shield. That is a really... I'm never gonna use it. But that is a really, really nice, longsword. Or greatsword. That is a really nice greatsword. I like the detail on it. Where are you at?
Yes. If that is what you wish.
Alright. I'm never gonna use that shield, so give this to you. I've already gave you my high. Yeah, alright, so you already have that, and that.
Let's go.
I should probably take their helmet and give it to you, but I think it should be okay. Alright. Well, they killed it, so. Heal up here. Alright, let's continue on. But yeah. I enjoy the game a lot. I like Skyrim, I do. I think Oblivion's a bit better in terms of the story. I think the story was just a little bit stronger. Then again, I haven't completed this game, so it's kind of unfair to say. But I had a lot. I was more motivated to finish Oblivion's story, and especially the Shivering Isles. I was really motivated to play that game. I don't know. I have that on PC as well, so maybe I'll do a playthrough of that with some specific mods or something like that. I never played Morrowind until about 2 years ago, and I know the game is great. I'm convinced that it's great, but the controls and the fighting is just really bad. And I know that's a bit more hardcore and more true to the style of game that it is, but unfortunately for me, I can't play that type of game like that. It makes the game that much harder. And the game just crashed. Okay, so like I said before I walked out of the King's Palace, I was gonna try and do the side mission again before the initial crash, and that area just crashes whenever I enter the cave, or if I'm by it, there's weird texture things. So I think what's gonna happen, and I hate to do this, is I'm going to focus after this solely on the main story and on the Uchiha story. It seems this game is just being more buggy with side quests. So I don't know if I'll be doing things such as the Brotherhood or things like that. I don't even want to think about how the DLC stuff's gonna act. It's getting harder and harder to play the game doing the side missions and stuff like that. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna focus on the Civil War. I'm gonna finish that out, and after that I am going to kind of focus more on the main story after we finish out the Civil War. And then as we progress through the main story, we'll slowly progress through the Uchiha Clan story. And then we'll finish that out, and then we'll finish the main story of the game. I'm going to disappoint a couple of people with that, and I apologize. At this point, it's out of my power to sit there and try to troubleshoot every issue that Skyrim wants to have with every mod that I have installed. I've uninstalled mods, I've reinstalled mods, I've uninstalled Skyrim constantly. At this point, it's just the game fighting me, and ultimately the game's gonna win. I can't stop the game from not crashing. I have to play by its rules. I have to play by the rules that Bethesda has set out for me. Even with the mods that's supposed to improve the game, such as the unofficial patches, the crash fix mods, the safety load. There's things that are happening that I don't know about. Things that I honestly don't know what's causing the issue. It's making the game a lot harder than it should be to play in terms of enjoying it. Because again, I like Skyrim. I think Skyrim's a good game, but the fact that
climb and back and we'll be off.
The fact that me wanting to enjoy the game and enjoy the fixes that the game has through mods is kind of stupid that I can't even do that. And half of that is because Skyrim is a 32-bit game, which means you're limited to what you can use in your system. I think I don't know if this still is a thing. I think with the EMB boost it actually negated this, but at some point you can only use up to, I think it was 3.1 gigs of VRAM. So even if you had like a Titan X in your system, it essentially didn't matter because Skyrim's game engine pretty much negated that because it would only go to that limit. I think with some of the patches now that limit's been lifted, but because of it, there's plenty of other things that go wrong with Skyrim, and it's a pain in the ass essentially to deal with because people don't. The majority of people that play games like Fallout or games like Skyrim and Oblivion, yeah, the vanilla game is fun, but the replayability comes from the ability to mod the game and add your own mods to it. And Bethesda has done a good job in supporting some of the mods, but some of the things, because of the game's engine and because of the way that Bethesda games are designed, it makes it harder to mod. You can't do a lot of things that you would want to do simply because of how limited the game is, but I'm just ranting on right now. This game's kind of pissing me off a little bit in terms of crashing and stuff like that. So, yeah, in essence, from now on, I'm going to be focusing on the Civil War, and after that, we'll start going back to the main mission. I don't know if things like the Brotherhood are going to make the game crash. I don't know if like the Thieves Guild stuff's going to make the game crash. I don't know. So I think the Civil War and the main missions are what I'm really going to focus on. I don't know. It's hard to say these days. Like I said before, if I ever decide to do another playthrough of Skyrim, I'm definitely going to pick and choose what mods I use. Because some of the mods, I admit I have, aren't really necessary. They're just for personal preference. But if it's coming to the point to where I can't properly play the game, I'm going to warm up here next to the fire a bit. If I can't properly play the game, then that mod's no longer needed. Essentially, I just need to get rid of it. And I guess I also need to read up a bit more about compatibility stuff. Because some mods say that, okay, yeah, this is compatible with any other mod that you use because it doesn't use scripts or anything like that. But I get the feeling there's more to that than what's let on. But I don't know. It's hard to say. Regardless, going back to the story here, we are returning the axe to the Jarl. Essentially, we went to Ulfric Stormcloak to try and see if he will take the peace offering of the axe from the Jarl of Whiterun. Essentially, he's not going to do that, so he pretty much threatened to attack Whiterun with his Stormcloak soldiers. This is going to cause the Jarl here of Whiterun to essentially pair up with the Imperial army because his forces alone can't handle the Stormcloaks. He has a pretty good sized army at this point. So he needs to match it with a impressively equal force. So actually we'll save it here. Because essentially after we complete this, the battle's going to start off.
Sir, I have a...
Take a moment to breathe, soldier.
But, sir...
Breathe.
The outer walls are strong. If we can hold them there.
They have catapults.
Damn it. Where did they get catapults? The city walls are already falling apart as it is.
My scouts tell me they're loading them with fire.
So, he wants
Yeah, the reason he's gonna use the
to take my
catapults.
city. Walls intact.
The men will be fighting in flames.
My men are fearless. It's the Imperial milk drinkers I'm worried about.
You know, they say milk drinkers is kind of a bad thing, but it really isn't. Ooh, I should actually take a
Prefer,
nap.
I can take my men and
Damn
leave.
it.
No, of course. Just don't let me down, Scipius.
Shit, I should have
Need
taken a
to
nap.
set up water brigades to combat the flames.
Already taken care of.
You've returned with my axe. I knew that would be his response. As soon as you left, I sent word to General Tullius, who
has been kind enough to lend us some of his troops, and Legate Scipius here. Let Ulfric try to make it past our combined forces. I'll turn you back over to your legion. Legate Scipius will have use for you. Gods be with us all.
Indeed.
Mutual advantage. Any fool can see. For centuries, in exchange, the people of Syria.
Yeah.
You Imperials are efficient.
Before we actually start this,
How long until they arrive?
I'm going to actually go take a nap at the inn.
Mind. I've got
Reason I'm doing this is because my skills are affected by it. As you can see, I had 25% less skill level because of me being tired. Which is something you have to be aware of. You don't want to travel when you're tired, or you don't want to fight or anything like that, simply because you're losing out on experience that way, and you level up a lot slower. I'm pretty sure that's one of the reasons I'm still level 10 at this point, is because a lot of the fights that I've entered, I've always probably gotten tired in the middle of the fights. So I think what we're going to do is hit up the inn, take a nap, and then we'll come back and we'll start the quest. I'll cut the video here so you don't have to see me walk all the way there, take a nap, and then come all the way back. Alright, so we rested up, gathered our supplies, and now we're officially ready for the fight. So let's go talk to the general and pretty much initiate the fight for Whiterun here.
Father, I'm too young to...
Probably should save it here just in case Skyrim decides to be stupid and crash.
sword, so I practice with my fists.
The Stormcloaks are here, in force. Get down to the front line. This is it. We must hold the city. Now move it.
Alright, let's go kill some Stormcloaks.
You understand.
All right. Yes.
I'll need to be careful here. There's gonna be quite a few number of Stormcloaks. Not necessarily rushing the city. They'll be most likely stuck outside of the gates, if I remember correctly. At least I don't think there'd be anyone here. Yes, as far as I remember, there's no one in the actual town itself. Some Imperial soldiers.
Rebels like to forget. Auxiliary is what's keeping the Dominion out of Skyrim.
Imperial marksman. I want your armor,
Keep an eye out for trouble.
but
It's only
we don't
a
have
matter
time
of
to kill you and pretty much fix all of that.
Another of Ulfric's plans.
So we'll do one more last save here just in case either one, I die, or two, the game crashes in the middle of the fight, because there's going to be a good amount of soldiers here, and I could die, or the game could crash, so here's hoping. Alright, so let's see if we can defend Whiterun from the Stormcloaks here. If you see me cut away, or if you see me back here at this spot, it essentially means that the game crashed. I'm expecting it to probably happen at least once or twice here, simply because of what's all going on. You have the catapults, you've got the soldiers, the NPCs. Even now, I'm starting to freeze up in frames a bit. So, I'm expecting this part to crash a little bit. So, they're essentially ignoring me and just letting me kill them. hell did they get up here?
It's yours. I submit.
Yeah, you're not allowed to surrender here.
They got archers up. Die, dog.
Let's heal up a bit here.
Die, dog.
Yeah, they are essentially just ignoring me and going for the other soldiers. Then again, I am killing them pretty convincingly. I don't think I can use Tsukiyomi right now. I think I'm pretty sure I reached my limit for my eyes. Yeah. What do you have? Heroic Stormcloak boots, huh? That's all heavy armor though. I don't want any of that. Report to the Jarl. Sweet. Alright, they're retreating. So, essentially not too hard. Hold up, you guys aren't allowed to run. No, you're not. I'm an Imperial soldier. You are not on my side. Alright. Yeah, I don't think the game quite recognizes that I'm an Imperial soldier. Yeah. Anyway, so that was the battle for Whiterun. Honestly, the battle's not terribly hard. I could take this from one of my companions, actually. So the battle's not terribly hard. It's very buggy, as you could see from some of it.
Revel in your victory here today, even as the gods revel in your honor.
Die, rebel.
They already sing of your valor and skill. The halls of Sovngarde are no doubt ringing with your praises. In defeating these Stormcloak traitors, you have proven the hollowness of their cause and the fullness of your hearts. The citizens of Whiterun are forever in your debt. But Ulfric will not stop here. No, he will continue to strike out against any true Nord who remains faithful to the Empire. He will continue to sow discord and chaos wherever he can. And so, we must
send Ulfric my regards.
Continue to fight this insurrection, lest our fallen brothers have died for naught. Lest our honor be lessened, should we allow these bloodthirsty beasts to prowl.
You call yourself a warrior?
Carry on, men. My gratitude and blessings go with you. For Whiterun, for the Empire.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we just finished this. Wait, are these? Oh, hello.
Watch it. Victory.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Yeah, I don't think they recognize me in game as an enemy. Oh, that is nice armor. I am taking this. That actually might be better than what I have right now. Hopefully I can actually wear it. That is nice armor. What armor was that? It was, I believe, the Storm Cloak. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm getting out.
The mask is making it a little bit bad though, so I won't wear the hood. Matter of fact, I'll keep on the hood I had earlier, which was the Ranger hood, but the rest of that outfit, I like it. Where are my companions at? I just realized they're not here.
Whoever did this.
Huh. I think they were trapped inside of the, yeah, I think they got trapped inside of the city during the fight. I might switch companion mods over to a different one. I like this one because during battle it shows your companion's health. So you can see how well they're doing, so if you need to go support them or anything like that. Why are you guys still here? Huh. Anyway.
We're one of the same kind, you and I. I'm glad to have met, if that is what you wish.
It is. I'm going to give you some heavy armor, actually. So you will take this, this, and this. I am going to actually take away this cape and this hood, because you look pretty ridiculous with that. You know what? You can take that hood.
Lead on then.
Cool. Alright. So, I'm armored out. My companion's armored out. I think we're pretty good. We are going to take the cart over back to Solitude and pretty much report back to the general that we have pretty much sieged or defended Whiterun. I think I can still take the cart. Or, you know what? We cannot, because I think they destroyed the cart during the Civil War. And they killed my horse. Awesome. I don't think I can call it back either. Yep, my horse died. Awesome. So, looks like we are traveling back to Whiterun on, or not Whiterun, but Solitude on foot. I really don't want to travel back to Solitude on foot. Honestly, it'd be the same if I was to fast travel anyway on the cart, so I'm actually going to fast travel here, as much as I hate to do it. I thought there would be a cart here to actually take me there, so at least I would have to spend the money to get there. I'll have to end up spending the money anyway to go to an inn and rest up anyhow, simply because it's gonna affect me because of the realistic needs and diseases and stuff like that. Yeah. Alright. Let's go to the Winking Skeever. I'm gonna rest up, eat up, and then we'll go talk to the Jarl. Or not the Jarl, the General, excuse me. There's no reason to really talk to the Jarl at this point.
Yes?
Come on in. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the... Welcome to the... Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
Thank you. I don't think you have any food or anything.
Take a look.
Or, I mostly got food. I need cash, really, is what I need. He's not really going to buy much from me.
I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
Yeah. Alright. I essentially know where the room is. I believe it's this one here. Yeah. Okay, so like I said, we'll rest up. I'll eat, gather supplies, and then it'll cut back into me actually.
Let me know if there's anything else you...
Into going to meet the general. Okay, so we've rested up, and we are going to go meet with the general here. And pretty much tell him how we stop Whiterun from getting taken over. I think there's probably more to the Civil War too after this. I'm not 100% sure.
Armor forgotten. Battlefield is full of distractions. Ignore them. Focus on your targets.
Let's check our overall. So I believe we unlocked the final. Yep, we have unlocked the final shout for Amaterasu. And we have unlocked a couple of more spells for the Uchiha Clan, which is Karen. Master level spell. I don't think I have enough magic to actually cast this. Let's see. No, I'm still under the limit of magicka. Let's see. Destructing, dual casting. Yeah, there's not really much here I can do in terms of that. Let's see. Light armor. Agile defender. There we go. We'll get a little bit of a bonus.
Don't get too far ahead.
Yeah, so I can't use Kieran right now, simply because I don't have enough magic. But every time I level up, I will be leveling up essentially magic because of the high magic cost, and I'll try and enhance items that give me more magicka.
By defeating Ulfric at Whiterun, we have solidified the allegiance of the Jarl. Perhaps the Storm Cloaks will soon lose heart for this little rebellion of theirs once and for all. I'm promoting you to Quester. Take this blade, a symbol of your new station and responsibility. I'll keep an eye on your progress. The Empire rewards excellence, and so do I. You'd be wasted as a regular soldier. I have special plans for you. You'll be of greater use to me with greater flexibility. Make your way to our hidden military camp in the Pale. Rika will have important tasks for you, and will need you when we reclaim the capital. You'll be doing whatever Rika tells you to do, and Gods be with you.
Alright, so we have a new sword, Sword of Burning, apparently. Let's see. Weaker than the one we have now. I'll probably end up selling it for a pretty penny here. Nonetheless, we have succeeded in defending Whiterun. And so our next mission will have us going to, essentially, to regain the Pale, like you mentioned before, which is sort of on our way towards Dawnstar. This could be a bit tricky, because Dawnstar was one of the problem areas before from a previous recording. So I don't think this area should affect it too much. In terms of getting there, we'll probably have to take this long way around here, cross over the Morthal, which will probably stop because at that point I'll most likely be the low on supplies or close to freezing. And from there we will hit up the Pale and regain the Pale and take that over. I think that's a pretty good goal to have for the next run. In terms of the Sharingan, I have unlocked the final power of the Sharingan so far. Essentially what that means is I can pretty much use everything available to me. I've unlocked Susanoo Stage 3. I'll definitely be using this when it comes to fighting dragons or things that might kill me. So, should be exciting since we got some of the more powerful stuff now. As I said before, I really can't use Kieran at this point because I don't have enough magic to sustain it. Or not sustain it, but I don't have enough magic to actually cast it. But we'll definitely see what happens.